What's up, guys? My name's Josh Clow, one of the co hosts of the Cleveland Podcast, and today I'm going to be talking about if the Miami Dolphins should trade for John Harbaugh. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, no, 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 we need to get Dan Rizzi, we need to go get Mike McCarthy, why would we get John Harbaugh? Well, I'm going to explain to you guys why it is actually a good idea why Miami should go out and trade for John Harbaugh. Now, let's go down the basics real quick. John Harbaugh is 56 years old, and he's the head coach of the Ravens. Miami currently has no coach right now, and they're kind of in a full rebuild mode. So, why would this make sense? Well, first of all, Stephen Ross has big ties to the Harbaugh family. So, that could generate a spark between a trade and also there's also already a relationship between the coach and the owner. Chances are we're getting Jim Harbaugh is slim to none, but a trade to John Harbaugh is a strong possibility. Now let's go dig more into a John Harbaugh. All right. So John Harbaugh's been in the league as a head coach for about 10 seasons. He came in 2008. Since 2008, he has 104 to 72 win to loss ratio, which is a 591 percentile. That is the fourth most in the span from 2008 to now. So he is the fourth highest winningest coach in the last 10 years. That is actually darn near, well, I want to say perfection, because it's not perfection, but it's pretty freaking good. I mean, only three other coaches has won more games, and obviously we can tell that Belichick is one of them. Pete Carroll, I believe, is one of them. So he's pretty good at what he does. His postseason record, he has a 10-5 record, so 667%. So 2-1. That's actually impressive. 15 playoff games in 10 years. Y'all can do the math. It's pretty good. And on top of everything, he has a Super Bowl ring. He won the Super Bowl against the 49ers, against his younger brother, Jim Harbaugh, and in 2012, where he won, I think, by 3 after that weird powder outage. But a win is a win. So, he has a Super Bowl ring. If you guys want to dive more, he's had 3 divisional championships during that span. And during that span, you've had the Steelers, who's been competitive all time long. You've had the Bengals, who went to like 6 straight playoffs during that time, also. So it wasn't a cakewalk for him. He actually had to earn that division where the Patriots, you can make it at 10 wins. You know, they would have to go 11-12 to win the division and possibly play each other in the first round. That's how bad, or not bad, but how difficult it was in that division. That division is brutal and they hate each other. So, on top of that, he has 3 AFC Championship appearances. That is a lot. Definitely for a team that the Patriots go every year. He's gone to 3 of them. He's actually beat the Patriots in 2 of them, or no, he's beaten the Patriots one, but he's put up a fight against the Patriots in the playoffs, and I think that's what we need. Is to The first thing is we need to get into the postseason, but the next thing is we have to win in the postseason. There's no point of going to the postseason if we can't win, and we know that the Patriots are the big dogs in the house, and the Chiefs are up and coming. So you need a coach who knows how to coach against, to play against the best of the best. And John Harbaugh has beaten Brady in the playoffs. He's beaten the Steelers. He's gone head to head against Peyton Manning a couple of times. So there's there's competition in this guy. Something that we haven't seen in a lot of our coaches. I mean, I know Adam Gase has beaten the Patriots a couple of times, but this is someone that we need on a regular basis who can get us 10 wins at least every season. Um, in his 10 seasons with the Ravens, 7 of those seasons he's made the postseason. And then on top of all that, in that 10 season, only one of those seasons he had a losing record. He went 5-11 in 2015. I don't know why. I think it was injuries that kind of plagued them that year, but still, 7 postseasons in 10 years. That's pretty impressive too. Where Miami's only gone once in the last 10 years, or twice if you count the 2008 season. But you can see where the inflictions are between the two teams. Also, Ravens have smacked us every time we've played them in the last 8 years. I think we've beaten the Ravens once in the last 6 or 7 years. So they're competitive. They know how to play. Now, the one question you guys have probably been asking the whole time is, well, how are we going to trade for him? What are we going to trade for? Well, the Ravens have $37 million in cap space. They're probably going to get a lot more after cutting or trading off Joe Flacco, a couple other people. Well, Miami's in a full rebuild mode, so what do is you get rid of our older players and bring it over to the Ravens. The Ravens are in a win-now situation. I mean, they're in the playoffs. They just won their division. There's no point in rebuilding them if they're already winning now. So you give them probably more defensive guys. You know, you could give them Robert Quinn or T.J. McDonald, or you can give them a wide receiver. So you can trade off the guys that we want to trade off already for cap space to move forward in our rebuild to bring in John Harbaugh. It might push the Ravens damn near their cap space, but also it will benefit both parties. The only thing that's going to be hard is, can the Ravens move on from John Harbaugh and find a coach that brings them the success that John Harbaugh did. I know that the Ravens organization wants to re-sign him to a contract extension, but rumor has it is if he doesn't sign, they'll probably ship him off. It's very rare to see a coach get traded. The last time I remember, now I could be wrong, was the last coach to be traded was John Gruden. Went from the Ravens to the Bucks, or Raiders to the Bucks, and he won the Super Bowl that year. He got traded. So, I'm not saying history will stand by its side, but could John Harbaugh win the Super Bowl the year he gets traded? Probably not. But there's a lot of insight. He is a very good coach. He's an elite coach. I will put on that. He still probably has 10 to 12 years of coaching left. I mean, he is 56, but he don't look like he's 56. So, and he could potentially be a Hall of Fame coach moving forward in his career. I think another Super Bowl is what he needs. But yes, Miami should trade for John Harbaugh. It would be the most reasonable, plausible move in the franchise. It will build up it could build up over 10 years of having him for the success. Definitely with the Patriots dynasty going down. Brady's leaving, Belichick's going to retire, and sooner than later. So this is the pivotal point. If we can get an elite coach to where the rest of the AFC East does not, where the Patriots have to have a new coach, the Jets has to get the new coach, and the Bills, really, Sean McDermott is a terrible coach, and they'll probably fire him next year. We're already on a head start with John Harbaugh. The only other question is, who do we do at quarterback? We're going to have to persuade him to not bring in Joe Flacco. I mean, he already benched him in Baltimore. Why bring him over? But that's the only downside of having John Harbaugh. But I think, yes, it is the most logical thing to do is trade for John Harbaugh. If you disagree, let me know. If you do agree, let me know also. And let me know who you guys want as a head coach for the Miami Dolphin organization. And let me know what we should trade away for John Harbaugh. And I'm going to try this again. If you're a Dolphins fan, give me a like. I want to see how many Dolphins fans watch these videos. And that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. And I hope this trade works out. So.